Dedicated or shared web hosting? Have you ever wondered what kind of web hosting is best for you? Do you often wonder whether dedicated or shared web hosting is best? Have you found yourself frequently thinking if you have proper knowledge of what you intended to do? If yes, then you have landed on the right video. Welcome back to another episode of Colorful Finance, the #1 source for content centered around earning money from home. We provide you with theoretical experience in our videos and practical experience with the tools we provide you in the description. And subscribe to the channel so you're always up to date with our latest uploads. In this video, we'll take you through everything you need to know about dedicated or shared web hosting. Now let's get into it. There is nothing more frustrating as a webmaster than waking up in the morning, firing up your browser to check your website, only to find a message saying this site has exceeded its bandwidth limits for the month. It's embarrassing, time-consuming, and not to mention costly if you are missing out on sales. On the other side of the scale, it can be very costly to be on a larger web hosting plan or dedicated server and hardly even use the services it offers. Good quality web hosting is not cheap, but you need to balance your business needs with what you can really afford to pay. Shared hosting. Shared hosting is what most small online businesses use. Shared hosting means that your site is on one server that also holds other people's websites as well. Your website will not be the only one on that server. Very few small online businesses need the power of a dedicated server. Most companies offer a few different types of shared web hosting services. The only difference usually is how much disk space you want or how much transfer allowance you need. The major differences between each package really care: how many domain names you can host, how much transfer, how many megabytes that are downloading from your website you can have, and how much disk space, how many files you can store, you need. If you're just starting out online and haven't got a website up yet and are not sure what you are doing exactly, start off with a small plan. That's more than enough for a small site or blog for that matter. Now, if you run a larger website and you offer a lot of downloads, say for example you're selling a rather large ebook, you might need a large service. Let's say you have a 10 MB ebook for sale. The large service this company offers would allow you to have roughly 2,000 downloads of that package before you ran out of bandwidth transfer. Dedicated hosting. Dedicated hosting is for the big boys. It's for medium to big businesses looking to do a lot of work online. A dedicated server is just that, your own server. You get your own server just for your website, which is unlike shared hosting as you have to share a server. There are many different packages available with dedicated hosting depending on how much you want to spend. The more resources a server has, i.e., RAM, hard drive space, and processor speed, the more it will cost. You can see that a dedicated server allows you a lot more disk space and transfer allowance. It also allows you unlimited domain names. Dedicated servers are also known to be a lot more stable and allow you more control over your website, and are perfect for a professional image. Dedicated servers. Managed hosting offers you the support of a technical team looking after your server. They do all the updates and technical side of things for you. They will perform routine maintenance without you even asking. Managed hosting, however, does cost quite a lot more than unmanaged usually. Unmanaged hosting isn't as supportless as it sounds. Most dedicated servers do come with technical assistance and routine maintenance, but any support questions will more than likely cost you extra. If you need something added to your server, it will cost you maintenance fees. Rebooting your server should also come free with unmanaged dedicated hosting. Another thing you should look at is whether or not you want to host multiple domain names with your one hosting package. Both shared hosting and dedicated hosting can allow you to do this. A lot of share hosting services now allow this. I recommend always using a web host that allows you to have multiple domain names with your one account. It really does solve the problem of having multiple hosting accounts for different domain names. What you intend to do? Another thing to think about when searching for a web hosting company is what you intend to do with your website. Do you need a lot of technical assistance? If so, look for a hosting company with live 24/7 support. Do you want to create a blog or lots of blogs? Then you will need to see if your web hosting company allows you to set up multiple MySQL databases. The web hosting solution for a home-based business will likely be radically different from the needs of a large e-commerce site. The use of a web host is essentially the cyber office lease for your internet business. The web hosting solution houses the files you will need to upload and can store your online company data. The dedicated hosting option may be a good fit when a growing company needs a high ceiling for data as well as the comfort of knowing its fate isn't tied to a server with multiple accounts. The shared hosting solution is perfect for a business startup because it provides a cost-effective way to get online without breaking the bank. Some shared hosting solutions provide the tools to allow their customers to develop their own e-commerce sites through template-rich designs. Remember, just because the server is shared with others doesn't make it a bad solution. To say otherwise would be to say an office building is bad because it contains more than one office. And with that, we've reached the end of this video all about dedicated or shared web hosting. Let us know in the comments section down below if you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful and interesting. Remember to leave a thumbs up before you leave. Also subscribe to Colorful Finance and click the notification bell so you're always up to date with our latest releases. As always, thanks for stopping by and watching. See you again soon in the next one.